here, bro. Peace out.
In the city, and I think, there's already been so much time, effort put in by so many people that, aren't going to get credit for what they did to bring All-Star here. So, trying to make it the best All-Star the WNBA's ever had. I know we'll certainly do that, but also, it is certainly...
Pay close attention to what's happening right now. Caitlin Clark just finished her first complete practice session with Team USA down in North Carolina. Something feels different here. The way she moves, the confidence in her voice when she talks about managing her recovery day by day. We're not looking at that worn-down rookie from last summer anymore. She's had 3 solid months to decompress, get her body right, and reconnect with the players she was before that brutal first WNBA season. The clips coming from this camp are showing us something the league probably hoped we wouldn't pick up on.
Hey, shooter shot. Dang. So right there, Caitlin's shot looked like it's back, y'all. I mean, she ain't even jumping for real. Now, I don't think this was a 3 either. Nope, it wasn't. This looked like a mid-range shot. But overall, her form looked great.
Look at that shooting motion right there. That smooth, natural release that made her untouchable back in college. Even the commentator caught it, saying, "This is the authentic Caitlin we remember, not the compromised version struggling through last year." Here's the part nobody wants to address. Caitlin bulked up significantly before entering the league. Made sense at the time. She needed to withstand the physical beating, absorb hits, survive what veterans were openly planning to dish out. Problem is that extra muscle threw off her shooting mechanics. Her release got heavier, her range became unreliable. Those deep threes that used to be automatic started bouncing out. Now look at this practice film again. No unnecessary elevation, no forcing anything. This is pure Iowa instinct coming back because her body has had time to find its natural equilibrium again.
When it comes to Sophie Cunningham, the people got her numbers and they know that she's one of the ones, man. Now, with all of that being said, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna head on over to the WNBA Twitter account because I almost was trying to make a video about this because the WNBA, I don't know what, like, they just been posting these clips of Team USA and they really haven't been posting Caitlin. I just got to be honest. So this was the clip right here that just came.
Sophie Cunningham landed at number 8 on the most searched athletes list for the year, the only WNBA player who made that entire ranking. This analyst is going on record, saying Sophie's the second biggest name in the league after Caitlin. Yeah, I know some of you are already firing up rebuttals, but we need to stick with actual data here. Search volume doesn't care about opinions, and social media numbers don't care about feelings. Sophie creates buzz, sparks debates, and drives conversation at a level most players in this league can't touch. Love her or can't stand her. She moves the needle. But here's where it gets interesting. Insiders around Indiana are saying Fever supporters weren't exactly embracing Sophie this past season. The aggressive play style, the heated moments, the way she approached games against Caitlin, that dynamic turned sour. And it turned sour where everyone could see it.
That's going up on the JW.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it, yeah. It's pretty solid. Anytime you get on the JW in Indianapolis, like, that's a big deal. Good, thanks.
What do you feel like is a positive trait that you're
A positive what? Sorry. Trait? I think just adversity in itself. Like, nobody said this season was going to be perfect for us. There's always going to be ups and downs. And, I think as we get moving here and get to All-Star, then get through All-Star, like, these are the moments that we're going to look back on and hopefully be able to, give a lot of credit to for certain situations that we were put in, for, injuries or, coach it not being here for a couple games too. Like, everybody's been through a little bit of adversity here. So, I think just giving our group credit for being able to stick together and, know that whatever's in our locker room is really all we need to go out there and win. And honestly, just really proud of our group every single.
Listen carefully to how Caitlin frames challenges in this response. She's praising her teammates for staying united despite injuries, coaching absences, and all these obstacles forcing them to adjust on the fly. But catch what's missing. Zero mention of the media feeding frenzy. Nothing about the endless arguments over race and recognition. Not a word acknowledging that her rookie year turned into this cultural war zone that had basically nothing to do with actual basketball. That right there is textbook media management. Keep it upbeat, spotlight the team, stay focused on the game, sidestep every trap. Smart approach, no question. But it also shows how carefully she has to measure every public word. That's draining. That's a psychological burden no first-year player should be juggling while simultaneously learning a new system, adapting to higher-level competition, and dealing with defenders who've spent the offseason dissecting every move she makes.
Telling you right now, this weekend was pretty decent, man. Caitlin Clark returned back to the basketball court, and I'm telling you right now, from the little snippets of clips we was able to see, she looked like her old self again, man. They didn't spill too much of the beans that was going on with her online, but there has been a bunch of footage coming out. Now, Sue Bird spoke to the media yesterday. A couple of other coaches did, but y'all already know what we hear. We here to see CC, man. Now, there was some news that came out about Angel Reese and stuff, but we ain't really too much tripping off that. Now, someone I have not seen them post yet is Stephanie White. It's almost like Stephanie White is non-existent for this Team USA. Now, I know she's one of the coaches. I don't believe she spoke to the media, which is crazy to me because Stephanie White was on a whole media run last year. This year, I think she did like maybe a couple interviews, but overall, she's been kind of silent. I don't know what that's all.
Time to address what's missing from the picture. The WNBA's official channels have been dropping Team USA practice content all weekend. Angel Reese got her highlights posted. Chelsea Gray got her moments featured. There was this generic young player shout-out that included maybe half a second of Caitlin, but no dedicated Caitlin Clark highlight reel. The athlete, who generated a 48% spike in regular season viewership, didn't warrant her own spotlight from the league's main account. Maybe you think that's overanalyzing social strategy, except social media is the WNBA's primary connection to fans. It's their star-building platform. It's their engagement engine. So, when the league's biggest draw steps back on the court for the first time in months, and the choice is to tuck her into a group montage instead of giving her a solo feature, that decision reveals something about what's happening behind the scenes. Either they're scared of looking like they're playing favorites, or there's a conscious push to boost other players by dimming her spotlight. Both options are problematic.